Hello, family. Hold on a minute. I don't want like this to be too loud. Or hopefully it's not too loud. You guys can hear me. I don't want to get, copyrighted on YouTube. I'm not angry at it. I just am aware of it. So welcome back to the channel, to the family. How are y'all doing? It is Thursday, August 14th. As I am recording this, I wanted to have this done a little bit earlier, but life. And I'm not gonna not go with the flow. I'm not gonna try to obstruct anything or block anything. So here I am. But my messages are timeless. So whenever you find this, you're meant to find it. We are, Mercury's gone direct. Communication, things that were hidden are going to come out, and there will be no question. There will be no doubt. There will be no curiosity as to whether or not what's being expressed, shared, sent, delivered, escorted, whatever you want to say. There will be no confusion. There's no curiosity as to whether or not there's an agenda behind the message. This is the truth. I don't know, collective. Just getting a lot. I saw the number 119 quite a few times today. A lot, actually. 3 or 4 times on license plates, which is weird. I mean, they obviously had different letters around them, but I had some doctor's appointments again. So nothing is seriously wrong, so don't freak out. Nothing is seriously wrong. So I'm doing good. Just, how it is. So prayers are greatly appreciated. Any type of prayer would be greatly appreciated. Use my prayer warriors. I'm very grateful for you all, but I will say I do, some prayers would be nice, but I'm going to be okay. So some of you might be on, the mend. There might be some hiccups here and there, but trust that everything is happening in divine order. Timeline changes are significant. The concept, like the hands of time, the wheel within the wheel, practicing a pause, resting, wind, but wind and changing direction, on a notch, on a flip switch, boom, the wind changes. But not in a tornado type of thing, It's just a complete fresh breath of air, or it's a brand new perspective all of a sudden, out of the blue. But again, Mercury's gone direct, so. What else here? Deserts drying up. But when I see it, I see desert and I see dry up, but they're showing me bank accounts are drying up. It's almost like it's like you go to bed and you wake up and you're negative and you don't know why. Kind of drying up like that. Very direct, as in shocking, but there's no question as to why it's happening. Okay? Anything else? Fans, F-A-N-S, as in wind and breeze, fan, maybe fans, you might, fans of an influencer or a musician or an actor or an author fan type of thing, but the sense of cool air on your face, like a breath of fresh air, being playful. It's like when I say, okay, so the change of perspective, the fresh breath of air, it is those in the community that collective believed the false narratives. Okay, so it's like a breath of fresh air like blew across their face, and it blew the fog off, it blew the smoke off, it took the luster off of the all that glitters isn't gold type of energy, right? They're seeing where the grace is, okay, where grace lies, and it is not with who they were believing. Does it make sense? Yeah, I think that's how they want me to say that. A change in temperature. So those that felt they were under fire, under pressure, you know, so to say, like in the pot, right, boiling, you know what I mean? They're not anymore. It's the ones that created the false narratives or slandered or lied on your name. I feel as if they might be starting to feel the heat. That's kind of what I'm getting here, I think. I don't quite think that the water is boiling just yet, but it's coming. Methinks. Because I do feel like we were pushed to the brink is how I when I think of our collective. Like, we were the definition of poke the bear. They just kept poking, like reactive abuse, right? They wanted us to become defensive. They wanted us to be, you know, to act out of pocket, to get defensive in the wrong way. Because in doing so, they could use that against us, right? It's like everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, kind of an energy. So it's flipped, because now they're defensive. They are not okay. Like what is that jelly roll? I am not okay. That's what I'm seeing. I am not okay. And you, collective, are being shown as graceful and beautiful and calm. It's like you freed yourself from anything that was weighing you down. It's beautiful. I like this. I do. I like this a lot. I like this a lot for us, actually. I like it a lot. I'm listening to my clock tick, right? It's very metronomish. Rhythm. I hear rhythm. Like you're in the flow. You are in the rhythm of the universe. You have become one. Your thoughts are one with the universe. And the rhythm. It doesn't feel right to you because you're not used to it, so you feel like you're off, but it's a timeline change. Again, I know we've been talking about this, but this was a huge shift. This was a huge awakening. You are one in thought with the universe. You have surrendered completely. All right, that's where we're going. Okay, what's the obstacle, or what's the overall here? Energy, what's the theme for the collective today? What are the themes that around this collective today? Some of you may be feeling a little like tired, spacey, but yet wired at the same time. Like your body's pulsating, or your body's like vibrating, or tingling, right? that is like you are synthesizing. You are, because the Schumann resonance has just been like off the charts, like ridiculous. But you are, that's how you are integrating, like you're integrating that. So yeah, desires came out in the reverse here. This desires came out in the reverse. So this is be mindful of desires, they shape your reality. This is, to me, this is the 7 of Cups card reversed. Okay? You are not into lustful energy. You are not into surface level energy. You are into your peace, and you have depth and awareness. Okay? And you are one with the universe. So you do not want anything that is not of that energy. Okay? You're pure. I like that. Okay, you are, like I said, you in every craving you find the lesson to learn. You look at the lesson. You don't get distracted with temptations and things that try to lure you in. All right, very polarizing. Okay, so you are pure, right? And then like it's giving Temptation Island, right? So those who are distracted and want surface level, all that glitters, right? Fool's gold. They haven't learned their lesson yet, but you have, one with the universe. They won't surrender. And we're at a point in time where if you don't surrender, you perish. So here's us collective, and here's those that will most likely perish in one way, shape, or form. Okay, drying up, no opportunities, no money, no creativity, no spark, no passion, no like motivation. Their mind is nothing. Okay, then we have us where the world is our oyster because we truly have surrendered to the universe. This is massive levels of co-creating and manifesting and trusting. And then we have spirit at the bottom of the deck. Okay, your spirit thrives in spaces of authenticity with peace right after it. Okay, like I said, you've freed yourself from anything that weighed you down. But it doesn't feel bad, it doesn't feel good. It's like unknown feeling and you're not sure. This is the don't turn back. I think I had said that in a message not too long ago. Like you were ahead of schedule, right? And spirit was like, don't get scared, don't freak out. Like, don't freak out, don't freak out. Trust, this is where you want it. You're just early. They were trying to line up a few things behind the scenes. So yes, it's unfamiliar, but this is where you're supposed to be. Because this is that flow where things just come very easily to you. You will still have to learn. You will still have to protect your energy. You are always going to have somebody that is coming at you, collective. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but here's the thing. The more that you lean into this peace and spirit, and the more you continue to look at things as a finding the lesson to learn, not looking at it as a problem, you aren't going to have an issue. Because remember, we literally left the devil speechless, okay? Like, what the fuck? We're pretty fucking cool. We can do this, okay? They cannot infect us anymore. Our soul cannot be taken. What is meant for us in this world is going to come to us. It cannot be taken. It cannot be swapped out. Nothing, okay? So, and it's like, somehow, some way, you allowed yourself to just let go and believe. Yeah. It's beautiful. You have restraint. You're pursuing your goals. You are, and there's abundance. Abundance and wealth. Oh, I love it. You're not in the self-service, the self-serving energy anymore, right? You're launching your own brand, okay? You are launching your own ship. You are launching your own anything because you have the wisdom to do it, all right? And in letting go of expectations or rigid expectations and letting go of that, the freedom, let yourself fly. You might feel a little weird, almost like, and I say this with, like, I'm not joking at all because I do have it, but PTSD. You will have a little bit of that, and that's okay. That's okay, because what we're always learning, we're always working. Internal, like, family therapy might be important. You could look into internal therapy. I think it's called Spronica theory. It's spiritual healing. How traumas kind of can hang in certain areas of the body and manifest as physical ailments. Like there's a therapy out there that is phenomenal. It really is not being traditional. It's taking, I feel like it's the Hierophant. Generally thinking outside of the box or not doing traditional things would be a Hierophant in reverse, or, you know, taking bad advice or a divorce or a breakup. But I do feel like there should be something to be said about the Hierophant, where you are taking old esoteric knowledge or ancestral wisdom and modifying it, where you become like a super amped up superhero Hierophant, right? Where you are a new foundation or tradition of knowledge and wisdom. Like, I think that is something. It's very North Node energy to me. Unfamiliar, uncharted. It's there for the taking. It's there for the not manipulating in like a weird bipolar way, like where you make it fake news or fake healing, but it's there for molding. And it takes a certain type of collective to access it. And I feel like that might be what we're doing. We are opening up the eyes of the world to something different, where it really, really is a massive bridge between spirituality, this physical realm, right? And like this new level of consciousness. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty interesting. So let's see though. So we have, we have people here who are not wanting to give it up, so to say. They're not wanting to give it up. So let's look at this. I have like a little deck here. It's embracing shadows, embracing the shadow work. So let's see what might be going on here with those that are coming against the collective. Okay, why cause the blockages? Why hang on so tight? Why clutch so tightly? Why cling to this energy of creating distractions and obstructive blockages? Why delay? What's the point? What's the point? What's going on? Let's see. Turning pain into purpose. Your struggles can become the foundation for your greatest strength. The mirror effect. What frustrates you in others is a reflection of something unhealed within you. Okay. And the prison of regret. The past cannot be rewritten, but your future is still yours to create. Again, I'm just getting envy, jealousy, greed. Shadow integration. So when we've integrated our shadows, they don't want to. So that's what it is. Again, it's the same story. Healing comes when you stop fighting the darkness and begin learning from it. And the people who trigger you most are often your greatest spiritual teachers. They just don't want to learn. And healing takes time. Progress is not always linear. Trust that setbacks are part of the process. The veil between worlds. Connect with ancestors and guides. Their wisdom will illuminate your healing path. So collective, you know, we understand the concept of healing. We understand how significantly important it is to slow down, to be quiet, to respect, you know, respect our ancestors, to listen to what they have to say, to honor them. We have seen the power that comes from taking pain and making it purpose. All right, we've closed these doors. We've cut cords on these soul contracts. So it is a very one-sided issue. We don't tell ourselves these stories where we're limited in what we can do, be, become, etc., right? We don't believe that anymore because we know there's really no cap on us. And there's just people who want to come with us. Abandonment's echo. Recognize where feelings of rejection stem from. Abandonment wounds. And then soul contracts and lessons. So They just simply think they can spiritually bypass. That's what I'm getting. So that makes sense. Alrighty, well, let's do the wisdom of the oracle and see. Let's get into it, shall we? And never-ending stories at the bottom of the deck, of course it is. I hope y'all are having a good day. I really do. I do. It's pretty calm around here today. We had some pretty cool rain come through this morning, like out of nowhere. It just, like it just took off and rained. It was nice. I have like this really cool rug on my deck that like got all rolled up, and I opened the door and I was like, what? That was interesting. But now it's nice. It looks really nice out. But we have massive heat coming in, I think. Which is always the case. I don't know about how it is where you guys are, but whenever kids seem to go back to school, because it's time, schools are starting up here. For sure by next week, most kids will be in school, but it gets so hot. Like, it's so hot. And I remember when I was teaching, thank goodness I don't do that anymore. Fuck, I just couldn't. I was so tired of backstabbing by parents, by colleagues, by principals, by everybody. You know, it's like, so glad I'm not in that world anymore, because it's just so fucking mean. But it would get so hot, and like the school air conditioning would not work, or like, I always felt it just sucked. It really did. I don't even like to use that word. It just, you were just smoldering, you know? Ugh. Always gets so hot. But thankfully, I don't have to deal with that anymore. All right, what is the overall energy here for this beautiful collective today? As my cat is coming out of the window. She lays in the sun. What are you doing, princess? You like to lay in the sun. We have a deep knowing, 43. Again, it's turning that pain into purpose and taking the time to do the work. A deep knowing, right? Like, you're not afraid to take time to understand. And you do understand, but you also have a deeper understanding that sometimes it's not your place to fight and continue to ask why or what's the lesson. Sometimes it's just, you have to just go with it. Understand that that's the point. You just go with it, okay? Also, I think it's important to know when you need to be understood or when you just have to go with it and understand that there's a greater purpose here, right? Knowing when to understand or be understood. What's the obstacle here? It's like you might not have all the answers, but you know enough to know where you're supposed to be headed at this point. And you know things are being revealed to you because you've manifested. So, yeah. The obstacle here is going the distance, okay? Somebody doesn't want to do the work. That's the obstacle. And you've done so much work. That's why you know so much. They can't touch you. So that's a 7, so 43 and 47. So we have a 43, a 47, that's 11, that's a 2. 11 is justice too. So, you know, it's like you took an inventory of your home, your body, maybe your whole home, I don't know. You might have like gotten rid of things, cleaned things out, but you understood why you had to do it. And not saying it was easy, but you understood why, and you understood that it needed to be done, right? It's a greater understanding, it's a greater knowledge. Sometimes you can't explain it, you just know. What's the advice? I'm staring at this checkered flag. It's like a black and white checkered flag, and I was looking at shoes like that earlier too. So black and white checkered flags. I'm seeing like a van, like the van sneaks. That might be important. So the advice here is this orphaned, right? Has a hit dog will holler. I don't know if he'll whimper again. Somebody is sad, crying, whimpering, projecting. Poor me. Left out in the cold, drying up. Things are drying up. I mean, look at that. That looks like winter to me. But then you have these two cards here that are bright. This reminds me of the peace card too, like peace. You dropping the burdens, finding and respecting the peace and the calm. Has somebody fucked up. It's also, I'm getting 4 of Cups energy too. It's very much like poor me. Like a dried up well. Outcome. That might be why you feel dizzy sometimes, because it's projecting. I think that they are projecting. They might even be doing magic because they're so not in their right head, but they're projecting, but then sometimes it's like it's projection on steroids because they're just in such a bad state. What's the, I told 11, by the book, justice, you followed spiritual law. You followed universal law. You respect it. They do not. This is spiritual bypassing. This is destiny swapping. This is karma transferring, okay? This is using God-given spiritual gifts like malevolently with malintent, okay? Look at that. To the sea. You're fucking gone. You accepted the call. You followed universal law. You didn't fight back. You didn't clap back. You didn't do a goddamn thing except focus on you. And you're headed to Treasure Island. And somebody here, I got the masculine energy. So it could be a masculine, all right? Or it could be a feminine who's in her masculine who comes off very domineering. But you heading to Treasure Island has them in a way where they're trying to find a way back into your energy. Because they actually believe there's unfinished business. There ain't no fucking unfinished business, collective, okay? You being flexible and going with the wind, and look at that, co-creating, that's bringing in these beautiful blessings, and time is fucking up. There's the tick-tock as my clock is tick-tocking, the metronome. They can't go with you. So they're trying everything they can. It's like an inquest, right? They're the ones who are actually in question, but they're still trying to deflect. Like, no, it's not gonna work. I'm telling you, this change in the wind has people seeing the deflection, has people seeing the redirects, the distractions that this energy has done for years to hide what their own crimes were, what their own devils are still, okay? So take it how it resonates, folks, but I guarantee, like, it does feel kind of heavy probably around you at sometimes, but you need to trust in the universe, trust that players are being put into the exact position they need to be put into, okay? For you to be sat at your table. Hold on here. No, we'll just use these. Hold on. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry. Okay. I'm just trying to be comfortable here. I've had some tests done and some CAT scans and poking around, moving around. A little uncomfortable. I don't know. Can you see this cat here? Hold on. You see her? She's just chilling. Chilling like a villain. All right, I look really tired today. I look tired. Tired. Some of you guys might notice that you are, like, you're great and your energy's great, but then around, like, I don't know, late afternoon, dinner time, you get exhausted. It's like, oh, I just can't do anything. And you're exhausted, but then it, like, I don't know, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30 at night, you're like wired. That's, you know, part of this here. Like you're being rewired, okay? Your body's being rewired for things. So just embrace it. You know, you're integrating. If you're waking up again between like what I would say 2:30 to 5:30 in the morning and you can't go back to sleep or you're wide awake, you're integrating. Your body is updating, modifying itself, okay? Anything that is being sent your way, or anything that is malevolent in nature and thought, okay, is not coming to you. But the problem is that type of, you know, they don't understand how it works. They may think they understand how it works, but it will ping off of you, but it has to go somewhere, right? And it goes right back to them. And then they don't see it working because, of course, you know, they're watching to see. They keep doing it. It's not working, they do more. Then it's not working, they do more. And like, it's just this circle. And they're not able to see that they're making it worse on themselves. It's easier to say, oh, look what they're doing. They're doing this to me. They're putting spells on me. They're saying this. No, we're not even fucking talking about you. Because we don't care. Take a seat. So, all right, let's get some clarity, shall we? All right, clarify deep knowing in current energy. Deep knowing. White cars might be significant. That's all I fucking see. At both of the doctor's offices today, white cars everywhere, and silver. Oh, look at that. I stopped on the devil. Deep knowing. We know what you're doing. It's like, durr. Yeah, we know what you're doing. You can't take our soul. I don't know what else you want me to say to you. Deep knowing, the high fucking priestess. Deep fucking knowing. I can't make it up. This is intuition. This is psychic, higher power, mystery, wisdom, hidden knowledge, creativity, spirituality. I mean, fuck. This is just moving in silence. They don't know what you know, how much you know, how you know it. They're trying to block it. They're trying to infect it. They don't want you to have it. But, oh my gosh, wait, we already know that. Anything else for deep knowing with the high priestess? There's a silver car coming out. Jeez. My Lanta. So we have a tyrannical masculine energy, Aries, okay? Low vibrational for sure. This is controlling. This is abuse of power. This is somebody who thrives on making people feel small. They have no discipline. They're very stubborn and rigid. They have absolutely no leadership skills, okay, which is like hilarious because the Emperor, like, it is like the king of the deck. I mean, it's like you have what? We have pages, then you go with the knights, and then you're the king, and then you have the emperor, and then you're the most high. You're an ascended master, right? Like the Hierophant. The emperor is wonderful, but not in the reverse. This is undisciplined, abusing power, controlling, cruelty. This is a tyrannical fucking person. Okay? This is a terrible fucking energy. This is a sick individual. They may have, they may be sick. Physically, they may be showing signs of illness, terminal illness, as a result of their toxic nature and their hedonistic hobbies for lack of a better word. I mean, this is somebody who's possessed. Earlier today, Santeria. It's like somebody was practicing Santeria, like magic, like the Orishas. And it was a masculine energy, and that's what this is giving me. Because then we have the Eight of Swords. Like they were using Santeria on you, collective, and they're still trying. But see, here's the thing. It's not working. It's like the air is out of the tires. They should check the tires. Somebody needs to check their tires or check their tire pressure. Something about that. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. I don't feel fearful energy around it. I feel more of like somebody tell them to check the tire. I don't know. It's like a spirit guide or an ancestor saying they don't ever do it, and the light's on. Like check the what is it? Like it looks like I always call it the exclamation point from hell. That's what I call it in a car, like when you have to check the tires. But this is somebody to me that was like, I don't know, Santeria is what came into my mind. But deep knowing, High Priestess, the Sun. Like I said, collective, I'm not afraid of anything. Because you're moving in silence and they don't know how much you know, who's telling you it, and they're still trying to trap you, I feel. But every time they do something to trap you here, to block whatever you know, or from putting it together, right? They trap themselves more. It's like they're screaming. I hear, like, it's just a tyrant. Like I'm seeing like holes punched in walls, windows, like a window breaking, like mad, like screaming mad. Because they don't want to admit that they fumbled a goddess. You know? And I mean, when you practice, whatever, if you practice that, you know, what do you think's gonna come back at you? Go the distance in obstacle. No practice, Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all. Going the distance, obstacle, 8 of Pentacles. Uh-huh. Who sings that song? I really I used to love that song. Actually, I still love that song now I'm thinking about it. Who sings that song? Santeria. Who is the fuck? Oh my God, it's gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. I don't fucking care. Hold on. I really want to hear it now that I'm hearing it. It is literally on the tip of my tongue and I can't even... I freaking had their CD. Yes, I'm aging myself. I can see it, and I can see the singer with the bleached hair. Sublime. Fuck. What I really want to know, what I really want to say, my soul will have to make it go. My soul will have to. Daddy's cut a new 45. Got something for his punk ass. Their soul will have to wait. It's giving earthbound soul. You're the goddess, collective. Yeah, see, look at that. It's giving like slow and steady wins the race, the turtle and the hare, okay? you, as the high priestess, you hermited, okay? You went in and you mastered yourself, okay? And now look, you did the work. You are right where you're supposed to be, right on track. You have a beautiful blessing coming in, right? This cannot be fucked up. This Ace of Cups, okay? This energy, hold on a minute here. This tyrant, okay, who tried to control you using deceptful manners, okay, full of betrayals, deceit, I mean, whatevs. They're exposed, okay? Like I said in the beginning of the video, the grace lies in you, collective, and that's being seen because here you are, the Queen of Swords, cutting it off. You're like, no, the minute you stepped into this energy, this controlling, deceptive, lying energy was exposed. It just took a while for some people to see it, which is okay, because like time's a construct, you know, and you know that your blessings are coming in, all right? This gives me prison as well. This could be prison time. Wouldn't that be so? Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. Good news coming in for you, collective. All right, what is orphaned? Is the advice? I feel like this is just don't let their projections get to you. Like, you know good things are coming. Stay in the Queen of Swords energy. Protect your boundaries or keep your boundary. Cannot make it up. Yeah. So, misery loves company. Oh shit, I never fucking noticed that before. Interesting. 5 of Wands, okay, ego-based conflict. This is confusion, chaos, right? But really, it's with themselves. That's what I mean. Like, they keep casting spells on you or hexing you or projecting or doing whatever they're doing. Fuck, I don't even care if it's graveyard magic, because let's be real. You know, they're just hiding in these dirty, dingy bungalows, like fucking drunk as fuck, trying to do shit that's not even working, and it's literally pinging and coming back, hitting them in the fucking ass, and then they do it again, another slap in the ass. Like, they don't get the concept of boomeranging, all right? So this conflict they're sending is literally just more conflict in their reality, because they're sad and they're fucking miserable, because they chose to drink out of the wrong fucking cup. In this deck, this cup has 3 cups in the cloud, right? So like normally the 4 of cups has the 3 cups down here, and then God's hand is here with 1 cup, but this one has the 3 cups in the cloud. Like, how many fucking times did they fumble you? At least 3, or it was at least 3 fucking people. You're getting news about this though. You're getting a good message about this. It's because you're not afraid to pause. You aren't afraid to sit and wait. Like, you let it go. You're just like, all right, Lord, just perch me in that tree of knowledge, because I've talked about this before. This tree here that you're hanging from, this tree of fucking knowledge. There you have Odin's crows up here, his ravens or whatever Odin has. I think is it crows? It might be crows. Okay, I forget their names. I'd have to, like, I taught this. Fuck, I'm having a hard time remembering names. That could be like something that you might have something on the tip of your tongue and you know it, but you don't. You're just sitting there hanging out. You're like, all right, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. It's like, what is that movie with Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner? Ghosts of Girlfriends from the Past, or Ghost of whatever, where all of his, like, he sees the girlfriends he's had in the past and he learns the lesson, right? He sees it, like he always loved his childhood friend, right? That's what I feel like. You're just hanging there and spirit is fucking up these people. And that could be the Santeria, but they're literally just reliving their past and the ghost of you, collective. While you just chill. And I think that, like, these are the kind of energies that probably, if you have a platform or if you're seen, if you're public, right? They go to bed and they lay awake and they get on their phone and stare at your profile. They wake up in the morning, they check your profile. Like, they rewatch your videos over and over and over and over and over and over because they're fucking obsessed. But every time they see you, you look better, right? That's spirit. It's like paranormal, but they don't even see it as paranormal. But like, there's all sorts of like paranormal shit happening around them. Ghosts of the past, essentially ghosts of the past. And they might be reliving every time they've done this to people, right? Until they learn their lesson. Anything else for orphan? Nope. All right. let's go to, what did we have here? By the book. Go to the sea and Treasure Island for outcome. Yeah, Temperance. Like on the fence here, but this is you, collective. This is you. You're the Earth Angel. Okay, by the book, you were wronged. Things were stolen. Things were blocked. Things were taken. You are pulling up to the riverbank, right? You're getting there. And the reason is because you did it by the book, okay? You started listening. You answered the call. You hopped in the boat and you just rode across like the Six of Swords, right? So you're pulling into the riverbank. That's what I feel like. Something is coming in. You had enough self-control to not get wrapped up in this BS. Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. That's the movie. Yeah, what did I... Seven of Cups in the reverse. Did I not talk about that at the beginning? I love it when this happens. Clarity. Clarity, okay? This is you seeing the reality of the situation. This is you not getting distracted, but for them, it's fucking horrible. This is, they feel trapped because they're being exposed for all the opportunities they missed or made you miss. Okay. For their avoidance issues, for how they focused only on superficiality, right? Like what benefited them. Like they were never altruistic, ever. And the reality of the situation is what they symbolize is nothing good. There's no good in these individuals because they've sunk so low, right? It's a symbolic time for them because they are trapped, but what they're not putting together is they're trapped by their choices because they didn't believe that that's how things happened. They don't respect universal law. So they feel trapped. Yep, and then here you are, collective. You're right here. Here's why they're trapped. Because you broke through. You broke out. This Five of Pentacles in the reverse here, you have every single time adversity came your way, you gracefully danced through the fire, okay? Your finances are improving. Your health is improving, okay? You are accepting and forgiving, and you're moving forward. So a positive change for you. Which is bringing in disharmony. It's bringing in a sense of miscommunication, frustration, a breakup of a group here, this Three of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody who is unwilling to learn, not willing to put in the work. They're very apathetic. They didn't learn from their mistakes. There's no growth. There's not gonna be because there's no commitment to actually getting better. This is doing the same thing but wanting a different result. So it's like two sides of the same coin. I say this a lot. Two sides of the same coin, okay? And whatever is happening, okay? You're healing and this breaking up, whatever it is here, this change that's coming in, this fast, assertive change in the wind, okay? This is the fastest moving card in the deck here. So it's almost like the floodgates opened. And everything that they, you know, every little beaver dam they fucking created. Two of Swords here, look at that. Two of Swords. Every fucking roadblock, every beaver dam that they created in your reality is just demolished. So for you, it's wonderful. Because things are gonna start to trickle in and they're gonna keep coming. But for them, that energy, that blockage has to go somewhere, right? It's gonna go to who sent it. Because that's learning the lesson. And that's the thing, like they don't, karma was child's play. They didn't believe in it. Well, they're gonna find out. Yeah. You have good news coming in here. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Happy news. You are being seen as loyal, faithful, dependable. You are ready. You're ready to go. You're in touch with the divine, Page of Cups, like you're dreaming. You have your intuition here, because we have the High Priestess, okay? This is that inner voice, that spirituality, inner power, intuition. You're illuminating that. You have the Sun. And then you have the Page of Pentacles here. Another card, intuition, illumination, inner power. Like, you're unfucking-breakable. You're like was her Molly Brown on the unsinkable Molly Brown or on Titanic? I'm pretty sure that was like not a real character. Maybe it was, but you know, sometimes the outward appearance of things, that's the game. You don't look like who you are, or you don't look like what you've gone through, or you don't look like where you're going, okay? Trust, collective, that this energy here that thought you were a fucking game, that you were a fucking pawn, okay? They are quickly learning it was not a fucking game. It was not a fucking game, okay? Those that tried to battle you and fight you are now being seen for what they are, because you here have a glow up and you are being seen as the truth. You have wish fulfillment coming in. Again, the community, I'm telling you, you have so much more support than you realize. Period. Yeah, it's over. You have had, like, this glow up of yours is creating such a massive tower for people. Because the tower they wanted for you, it's the tower they wanted for you. It's the grave they dug for you, collective. You know? And whoever was the creator, whoever drove this engine, whoever was the spearhead of this, okay? It's serious. They are severely burdened at this time. See that fell? Their finances are really being blocked or stunted or just completely stopped. Because when you operate and do shit in the dark to block somebody from what is divinely theirs, you are going to find out how it feels to be run over again and again and again. Because here's the truth. You cannot fucking play with God's chosen. You are not God. Okay? You don't attack a healer. So they're gonna find out. The Wheel of Fortune collective, they tried everything to steal it from you. But trust, there's the Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles and fucking Judgment. Oh, baby. Oh, my beautiful collective. This divinely guided, divinely blessed, divinely favored, divinely protected, divinely constructed path is going to lead you to something bigger than you could ever fucking imagine. And the reason is because you faced your fucking fear. And these people from the past are going to be forced to face theirs with justice. Like I said, the one who fucking drove the car to run you over is gonna find out what it feels like, because it is over. Touch, not mine, anointed. It's coming in quick here. 8 of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands. You have such a beautiful, passionate, creative new beginning coming. It's coming in quick. Coming in so fast, collective, okay? Those who acted in pride. Oh, look, we have a fucking King of Pentacles. Look at that. I bet you any money this person literally is just a hurt individual who acted out of pride and ego, who thought your heart was a toy. They're gonna find out they made the wrong investment, because here's the underdog card. They're gonna watch you fucking shine, because you do not take from the Queen of Pentacles. You do not block her abundance. You do not block her power of creation, her power of creativity. You do not take her passion. You do not steal from somebody who literally nurtures the fucking earth. A King of Cups, King of Wands. Look what you healed from, collective. Somebody who's an ego, somebody ego-based, cocky, arrogant, again, tyrannical, and then emotionally abusive. These energies to the world thought they were just like, this is the politician. This is the pastor in the church. This is the boss of the company that does all this charity work or mission work and donates to all these nonprofits, these nonprofit foundations, right? When I say this is a new level of a fallen angel, it is. Because the world is going to see who fueled their success, because it was not them. You have something beautiful coming in. You are, like I said, protecting your peace. You're in a good headspace, and you're getting your flowers, collective. I love this. You're getting your flowers. So let's see. And then look here. I'm going to use this oracle deck here. Clarity. Okay. Angel number 543. You trusted yourself and you trusted the universe and made the necessary changes. Your goals are achievable. They are coming in soon. Clarity and understanding life's purpose will be yours. So you might be seeing number 543. That means clarity. Let's see what else. Oh, geez. I'm staring here at the 8 of Cups with the Tower. They could be drinking. They could get pulled over like a DUI. There might be some secret criminal charges here too. That could be a Tower moment that they might have hidden from a job or something. Or they might have lied on like an application or some paperwork about some secret chart, like arrests or something like that, okay? And that's getting caught. They could have lied on you, fraudulent documents. Abundance, look at that, abundance. And reflection. All right, so we have abundance. Hold on, my leg's going to sleep. Okay, abundance, 888s, okay? I saw that on a truck today at the doctor's office. It was like a medical waste truck. And like their number started with 888, waste. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. They want you to stay focused and disciplined, which you are. And then we have 987. We have a lot of countdown energy, 987, 543. This is reflection. So this is looking inward and evaluating your actions. God bless you. Embracing introspection and self-reflection for your own development. With expansion, numbers 333. Trust in your ability and embrace opportunities for growth and expansion. And then alignment here with release and prosperity behind it. I'm telling you, when I say things are coming in quick, they're coming in quick. So you might be seeing 111s like 111. And then we have another release, 876. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. You're doing that. You guys, I think we have a full countdown. Hold on a minute. Well, close enough. We have 987, we got the 888s. So 987, 876. Where's the other one at? We had 534, didn't we? I swear that, yeah. So we have a complete countdown from like 9 to 1. So it's coming in. It's coming in, which plays into the tick tock of the clock too, actually. And the metronome, like you are in the rhythm of the universe. When I was doing that, it flipped the Tower card in the reverse. When I was moving those cards around, you guys, like getting away, you 8 of Cups and walking away and turning your back, the 2 of Wands on this energy, you averted a massive disaster. You avoided a significant loss. I'm not saying that you didn't have a significant loss. I know you did, collective. I can feel it. We all did. But what you avoided, you might be seeing number 747. I just saw 747. And then it's right here on this card. That's the 3rd time. I saw 747 too this morning. Now here it is. I saw it on a Camaro today. But so this is reassurance. Trust your intuition and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Again, that's checking in with your guides, seeing how you feel, okay? Your guardian angels with this number are acknowledging your efforts. Hello, did you wake up? She said, yes, mommy, it is snack time. It is snack time, she says. So, you have swift change, abrupt change, but it is not going to be negative. Whatever is coming is a blessing. And I would, I think collective you have released caring about what comes out, how it comes out. There goes a white SUV again. So I think just stay in this flow. You are in unison. You are in rhythm with the universe. You are one with the universe and with source at this point. Let it be, And I'm going to end on that note. It's a great fucking reading for Thursday. Friday Eve, I guess you could say. So with that, I'm going to say ciao, bye. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.